Alright, we're in the middle of doing radius arms, and we've decided to do a little sub video here about doing the tie rod. We've got to take the tie rod off to get the radius arms anyway, so we're going to do the tie rod ends while we're at it. And hopefully we can bush mechanic our way to keeping the wheel alignment as well. And for these ones I've cheaped out a bit, and I've got the tie rod ends that don't have the grease nipple on them. They're pre-installed grease. Alright, we're mostly started here as we've already loosened these up in order to get the radius arms off, which are these bits here. And we used a ball joint separator on these before, but crucially we're replacing the whole tie rod end, so we don't care what happens to the end of these threads or bolts. But I had to put this on tight to get it around the corner to get it to the mechanic that helped me get the end bolt off. So we're going to just smack this with something heavy like my Stilsons. Or I might have to suck it up and put the ball joint separator on anyway.
You got the hammer there?
First world problems, and the hammer didn't do the job.
The hammer didn't do the job.
So I might get my helper, Mr. Mido, around here.
Hello, where do you want me? This side?
If you go around the rear of the front wheel.
Yep. Where I am.
And you want to do that ball joint separator for me.
Okay.
There you go. I might need a 19, I think, I'm not sure. But that can get done a different day. There we go.
Yes, come out. That's what. Fill out.
Came out. Alright, well the other one, I think I undid the bolts on. So if I lean around with my shoe and give it a kick, that should get it off.
Oh, and I'm giving the camera a big kick.
It's alright.
There we go.
Okay. Alright, we've got a big sheet of wood. That's because what we had laying around. We're going to drill some holes and try and get our spacing right. And when we put the new rods in, hopefully things will fit. We'll find a drill bit that hopefully is somewhere near the size that we need. Size.
That's about perfect, Dave.
Alright, well we'll retreat into the shed and we'll rip these out and put new ones on. That should be plenty loose enough to do the job. These ones are not going to come out anytime soon by the look of it. Yep. WD time, I think. Well, these aren't going to last very long if we don't get it out. Yep, she's moving. Alright, now, is this a lefty? I think it is. Go that way around. I'll be damned, they got it. This is the left-hand one. They're the non-serviceable ones without the grease nipple. I'm working on a sponsorship with KLR, so yeah, if you do buy stuff from KLR, tell them I sent you. So this should be a left-hand threaded one that I can't get in because we need to move it in the vise. Now what I'm going to do is find the old one, and we'll try and use that rust marker as a indication of how far in to go. Hopefully I don't bugger it up. We'll be back in a bit.
Bit of proof to Mrs. Mido that I actually do work.
So from the back, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threads from the back. So we are, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're about right.
Oh, look at that.
We'll leave them parallel with that, I think. Give it a smack on the hammer.
Where's your grippy things?
Grippy things. The parallel jaw grips are over that way.
Gonna get me a set of these.
Yeah, they're not cheap though. Smacking that until it moves.
No, it's broken.
It's moving.
There we go.
Once it moves, I think we'll be able to. Yeah, which way does this go to come undone? That's the right hand one. So it's a lefty-loosey instead of lefty-tighty. Which I tell you, if I made a tight lefty, I'd be in a problem. Threads off the back, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nearly 7 on this side.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Cool.
Goes in, goes in.
I'll give you a bit of. Make sure it eases in gently. Because we, mainly me, made a bit of a cock up here.
I'm blaming you, but it could have been just as easily been me.
Well, we made a bit of a cock up and damaged the boot. So I want to make sure that doesn't get water into it. Not that I do many water crossings in this thing, but it'll be just that one day. We're going to put a bit of spray silicone over that little mark. We'll let that set for a few minutes and then we'll plug it back in.
Back to the measuring board.
Yeah, we'll see how the current alignment stacks up.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Let's see if I can get that one in there.
That's perfect.
We're about right, are we?
Yep.
Alright, that's good. Right, she's in this side.
It's a bit of guidance. Oh, there we go.
Beautiful.
That looks pretty good, Dave.
Get the knockdometer. Yep, she's through.
Beautiful. Almost like a mechanic's done it.
I'll give you a Leatherman if you want. Bend it around.
Or a screwdriver. I am not a Philistine.
That was a pretty smooth transition for tie rod ends.
Yeah, that hole in the board trick really helps.
Oh yeah. All right, so that's the tie rods done. We are going to do the drag link, but I'll do that myself a later day. We're going to run out of time. We've only had so many days in a week with Peter down here, who's been a wonderful help, and we're going to reward him with giving him a loan of this vehicle for a couple of days. We're going to go bush. He can have the full Land Rover experience. I'm going to take the 6B, although we may switch hit so he can drive the 6B at some point. In any case, fair reward for fair day's work. The drag links have needed, or the tie rods have needed to be done for a long time. The Pitman arm ball joint and the drag link ball joint do need to be done very soon, but we've run out of time, so we're going to do them in another video. In any case, I hope it was interesting, and maybe I'll make a subscriber out of you. About 91% of you aren't subscribers. This is not by any means mandatory, but it would certainly help me progress in terms of being able to do more content like this. In any case, we'll see you later.